Hey everybody, Brandon Mason here with Eastmans, and today in this review, we're looking at two updated versions of Mystery Ranch's popular pop-up packs. Hey, and before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this that we produce each and every day here at Eastmans, and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified when we launch a new video. Well, anybody new or not new to the backpacking world, to the hunting world, has heard of the brand Mystery Ranch. Mystery Ranch has been around a long time. In fact, we've done other videos like this with the Mystery Ranch crew talking about some of their history, their technologies, and the innovations that they've brought to the pack industry. And innovations are exactly what these packs bring to the market. Now, you can see that they're pretty compressed day packs. This is the pop-up 40. This is a pop-up 30. But one of the major innovations and why they're called the pop-up, you'll see this heavy-duty handle here. That's not just a handle. This is a frame system that telescopes up to adjust to give you more shoulder lift under heavier pack loads. And so what that means to the backcountry hunter is you can have an ultralight day pack system set up right here, have an extra jacket in here, whatever you carry with day to day, your kill kit, meaning your knife, your game bag system, can all be in this tight little pack. It's easy to stock with. It's just really nice and comfortable to wear. Now, the nice thing is when you do get a heavy load, this can telescope up to the desired height of the user, which gives you the proper functional shoulder lift, and it's a game changer. Anybody that's packed any amount of weight, usually above 50 pounds, 55 pounds, is when you really start to notice whether a pack is good or not. So let's take a look at the telescoping feature of the pop-up pack. So there's a couple preparation things that we need to do, not much, but we need to loosen the tension on some of these straps so that we can extend that frame. Now on each side of the frame, you'll notice some blaze orange or hunter orange tabs. That just marks where the locks on the, basically kind of like a cam lock type thing on a tripod, where those open up. Super easy to open up. We do that on each side. And then you're going to notice that there are number markings on the side, and all those are for is so that per user you can customize whichever fit that fits you the best, and then somebody else in your family or friends or whatever could use the same pack and get it to the number that fits them the best. And then if you take it back, or even if you're collapsing it to use it as a day pack and then you're going to haul a heavy load, you can get it adjusted exactly to fit what works best for you. So after we get it adjusted to the height that we need, I don't need it quite that high, I'll lock it in, and then we take our compression straps up here, snug them up along with the other compression straps, and you're ready to go. So that is just how you adjust the height. Now we also need to look at, if we're going to fill that load carriage system, what do we need to do to basically make this a convertible? And so we're going to convert this from a day pack to a heavy hauler. So first things first, we need to unbuckle a series of buckles that we will again attach once we have it expanded. Do this on each side. And up on the top, you saw me undo those buckles, and then there are two more on the back. And so what this does now is it opens that complete load carriage system up. Today what we're going to do, and I do this with all the pack testing that I've done over the years at Eastmans, is I have a couple different sizes of sandbags that I put in game bags, and it really mimics a boned out quarter of an elk or a couple quarters from a deer. And totally what we're going to have on here is about 60 pounds of weight, and see how it feels. All right, well, let's put our sandbags on there, and we're going to put this down towards the bottom of that load sling right there. And then the bulk of the heavier one is going to go from the middle to the upper portion of the pack. I'm going to load that in there like that. But I like doing it this way because it really helps you manage the weight of that boned out meat, because it really is almost like trying to manage Jello. That's why we're testing it this way. So I'm going to put this up just a little bit higher, and then we're gonna close this up. Now you can see it, it's like, I wish I could get this to go up a little higher. Well, the good thing is I can. With these cinch straps at the bottom, you can see where that opens this up and helps spread this a little bit farther from the frame. I can mess with it down here as well too. In fact, I can even completely detach this and take the bag off if I don't even want the bag on there and just use the frame. Anyway, so we're gonna attach this like we have it now. And so we're gonna grab our straps, which of course I need to loosen so I can expand them. And they go into this loop here. And our other strap here feeds through the slash pocket on the side so that your water bottle or spotting scope or whatever will sit on top of that strap so that your strap's not binding that down too and you're fighting with it, which is kind of nice. And now we're gonna go around and cinch it down little by little on each side from the top. And you can see that it's slowly lifting that, which is what we want. Keep going back and forth. When we do this a little by little on each side, it's kind of like tightening the lug nuts on the wheels of your vehicle. You don't want one side to get too tight before the other side's even snug. After a few miles, or maybe even a mile with a pack, you want to stop, cinch everything up again, because your load will subtly adjust and it'll get a little uncomfortable. So cinch everything up again and keep trucking, then you should be good for the long haul. So after we get everything really dialed in, we're gonna clamp those lock buckles so that they won't come loose as easily. I still have the lid on in case I need snacks for the hike out. Readily available. I could stuff a rain jacket in here. So let's put the pack on, get it adjusted, and we're gonna head up the hill, go on a little hike. So I can tell I have the pack loaded right because as you notice, I'm not hiking like this to get that weight off my hips. It's evenly distributed, which without that pop-up frame giving me the shoulder lift that I need and loading the pack properly, that wouldn't happen. So as you can see, I'm fairly straight up and down, and it's not just an act, that's the way it feels natural to stand with the weight on. So it felt pretty good on the way up. Now we're going back down the ridge, back to the trailhead, and I'm impressed. The pack feels good. So, you know, the pop-up gives you the shoulder lift that you need depending on your height. And I could even fine tune it a little bit more if I wanted to get it exactly where I need it. One thing I forgot to mention is Mystery Ranch does offer these packs specifically designed for a woman's torso also, which they're pretty good about with their products, making them available for women and men because obviously we're built very differently. So the fact that the frame telescopes up is kind of the selling point of these packs, but they're loaded with other features. And so they're both really easy to access your gear that's inside. The Pop-Up 40 has a pack lid that is removable that you can use on its own or take it off to save more weight if you want even a more ultralight bag. The Pop-Up 30 does not have a removable lid, but they both have in the lid a zipper compartment that allows you to stash gear that you need more readily accessible. Now the Pop-Up 40 has a side zip and a draw cord closure up on top, so you can really get at your gear easy, especially the bigger items that are down in your pack. These side pockets on each side of both packs are perfect for fitting spotting scopes, tripods, water bottles, and they compress tightly against the bag until they are actually filled with gear. So Mystery Ranch, when they designed this pack, you can see there's a lot of quick release buckles, all kinds of lashing straps on the Pop-Up series of packs. Now this is handy for, again, stashing other gear onto the outside of your pack if you want to, like say a rain jacket that you want to keep handy. Also, when you're successful in the field and you have your quarter stuffed between the frame and the bag, you can put your rifle, your bow, whatever weapon you are using strapped to the outside so you can hike hands-free with trekking poles under that heavier load hiking hands-free, I'm a big fan of it. I think I've heard statistics of up to 30% off your legs if you're using them properly and using your arms to help drive you up the mountain. The Pop-Up 30 has a horseshoe zipper around the top, so it makes access super quick, super easy. And now there's a locking buckle system here so that it keeps the tension straps tight. Once they're adjusted to where you want to get them, lock it in, and they're not going to move, they're not going to come loose on you. And then if you want to expand your pack, it's a quick and easy buckle system. This little lever snaps over that hook and you're off and running. So there's compression straps on each side, compression straps on the front, and also compression straps on the bottom. Another innovative feature is Mystery Ranch included 1/4 inch screw on the frame that's going from bottom to top. You might think, what in the world is that for? Well, again, let's just say you're hunting in an area where you need a spotting scope, but you don't want to carry the tripod with. Or maybe you want to film part of your adventure with a GoPro on the top of your pack. That's what this is made for. You can thread your camera onto the top or a spotting scope. And for quickly checking an animal from distance, you can put it on your pack, brace it against your knee, and glass from a distance to check out the quality of the animal that you're looking at, or even to check out whether or not that is an animal on a hillside. And because of the way it attaches, there's actually a very smooth panning feature with it as well. And then you have the ability with a short screwdriver or multi-tool to really tighten it down too, so that there won't be as much movement. But anyway, just kind of a neat feature and something that I personally have never seen on another backpack. One of the things that a lot of hunters, and I say this because I used to do the same thing, one of the mistakes that we tend to make is we don't properly load our backpack. Even for just simple day hunts, we don't distribute the weight properly. And so what this system does, and a system on any good backpack does, is it allows you to do that properly. And so lightweight gear, heavy gear, lightweight gear, or medium weight gear, heavy gear, medium weight gear. You don't want that heavy weight down at the bottom. It's going to make you feel like you're a football player that somebody's trying to horse collar tackle you from behind, and it's going to be incredibly uncomfortable. Now, I don't care what kind of backpack you're using. When you're carrying 100 pounds of weight on your back, or you're packing on an elk quarter, it's just not fun. In fact, Mystery Ranch used to have an advertisement that said, "Heavy packs suck. Our job is to help them suck less." And so the point is, you're going to have to work hard no matter what you're doing when you're packing out an animal, but why not use a pack that's going to make it as comfortable as possible? And for more information on all of their pack designs, including the Pop-Up and the female version of the Pop-Up, head to mysteryranch.com. And like we said at the beginning of the video, make sure you subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell, and we will send you each and every video that we produce every week right here at Eastmans.